President Cyril Ramaphosa says the South African National Defence Force is an enduring symbol for our rainbow nation. During his address at the Armed Forces Day commemorations, he paid tribute to the soldiers who died on SS Mendi on the 21st of February in 1917. The event pays tribute to the sacrifices made and also honors the soldiers who protect the borders of the country. Ramaphosa says the army symbolizes the country's national unity, and today's military parade aims to expand the public's understanding of the South African National Defence Force's role in the country. Armed Forces Day marks the centenary commemoration of one of the worst maritime tragedies in South African military history.
It is my honor and my privilege to be here today, particularly to honor our men and women in uniform. Armed Forces Day is commemorated annually to pay tribute to the soldiers of our nation who perished in the English Channel in 1917 on board the SS Mendi during the First World War. We do this so that the sacrifice that they paid should never ever be forgotten. We honor the men and women who protect our borders and those who have gone before, who made the ultimate sacrifice in defense of our nation. We are a proud people, and we are proud of the progress we have made in ensuring that from the desperate apartheid-era armed forces, a single, united, uniquely South African National Defence Force has been born and has emerged. The SANDF is an enduring symbol of our rainbow nation and includes in its ranks black and white men and women of our pride and our national unity.
The government has launched a National Defence Industry Council and a Defence Industry Fund to help the Army grow.
Especially as it makes a significant contribution in our country's economy. To strengthen the relationship between defence industry and the armed forces, we have launched the National Defence Industry Council. This development aims to support the defence industry with export opportunities while also meeting the SANDF's material needs. We have also launched the Defence Industry Fund with the objective of growing the local defence industry and servicing the SANDF and external clients. We are starting to see the fruits of this intervention in our military.
Ramaphosa has also called on more young people to apply for work for the South African Army.
Skills development system is an important front in our nation's battle against youth unemployment. I'm therefore pleased that the program for the 2020 Armed Forces Day included a military careers showcase. I hope that young people who wish to develop themselves and grow South Africa will indeed embrace these opportunities, through which they will make an important contribution to the security and the sustainability of our nation. We recognize that we have come a long way.
The President praised the Army for the work done around the continent to fight against armed conflict, adding that their main aim is to promote peace.
In our quest to silence the guns on our continent, we acknowledge the enduring challenges of armed conflict in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger in North Africa, in the Sahel, in the Horn of Africa, and in the Great Lakes region. We are delighted that South Sudan is now advancing to a situation of greater peace, as tomorrow they will inaugurate a united transitional government. And we hope and trust that through that the guns in that country will have been silenced. Our Deputy President will be in attendance as the transitional government is inaugurated. We count on the South African National Defence Force as an organ mandated by the AU and the UN respectively to discharge the important responsibility of promoting peace. I commend our soldiers for staying true to this course and despite the many challenges they face. On this Armed Forces Day, we show appreciation for the service rendered by our soldiers, who despite limited numbers ensure that the 4,800 kilometers of our vast border is patrolled. The companies deployed along the South Africa border with Zimbabwe, Botswana and Mozambique continue to make great strides in curtailing illegal actions in their area of responsibility.
Ramaphosa highlighted the important role that the Army will play during the African Union Summit to be held in May, which aims to address the issue of silencing of the guns.
We mark Armed Forces Day this year at a time when South Africa has assumed the chairship of the African Union for 2020. This is a great responsibility to lead our continent towards peace, unity and prosperity, envisaged many years ago by our forebears like Kwame Nkrumah, Julius Nyerere, Patrice Lumumba, Albert Luthuli, Oliver Tambo, Thomas Sankara and Kenneth Kaunda. In May this year, South Africa will host the extraordinary summit of the African Union to address the issue of silencing the guns, one of the AU's pillars as an agenda. This summit will provide an opportunity to assess the implementation of the AU Master Plan and at the same time respond to emerging developments on the African peace and security landscape. Conflict continues in several African countries, undermining our collective efforts to achieve peace and security. South Africa looks to the SANDF to assist us to meet our obligations with regards to supporting continental peace and security. A lot, therefore, lies on the shoulders of the SANDF, the men and women who make us proud as South Africans.